Alrighty. Oh, forgot to turn my light on. There it is. Now we can see me. Righto, so let's continue trying to code D&D. We left off last stream after trying to code currency into the game. And we did. We did code currency into the game. If I remember correctly, look at that. We added a bunch of different functions. And made it so that we can buy and sell different items. Hang on. Did I... Real quick. We'll just double check one thing that I want to check. What are you doing, kitty cat? You heard me talking and want to come over and join in, do you? Eh? Come on, hop up. Bloody bullfed. Alright, so... when we remove coins... yeah, okay. I just wanted to check that. I didn't get that message. So, if we try and buy this again, we don't have enough money. We only have 1 copper coin. So if we try and buy... sorry, bro, get good. Okay, good. Awesome. Which you can't see. Boop, there it is. Alright. Well, that works great. Lovely. We should have currency in the game, essentially. And by currency, I mean copper, silver, gold, and platinum. Wonderful. Alright, so... where do we want to actually... I didn't really need to do currency. I did that sort of just because I felt like it. And I thought it would be fun. And it was actually way more annoying and difficult than I thought it was going to be. The previous point we left off was, I think, trying to get a random... oh, right, okay. We need to write a helper function in the D&D utilities here. Yes, how you doing, Mikey? And in the D&D utilities, so getting a spell list here. This, we're going to rename this from spell processing to object processing. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, so we essentially want another one of these. This get spell list function, but we want it for a weapon. Sorry, listening to something outside. Alright, so... we're working on this for Artificer. Let's just see exactly why we wanted this, and we'll work in reverse. That, right there. So at first level, starting equipment for an Artificer, or Artificer, I always pronounce it differently, is any 2 simple weapons. So we're going to need another function similar to this. Which is going to be get weapon list. Okay, and what will that need to load it? Let us figure this out. So that's going to take out a weapon object. Let's just comment all that out for now. Return null, just to make you happy. Alright. So the weapon list is stored. We need to know whether it's a martial weapon or we need to know whether it's ranged. Yeah. So we need a range and we need a I mean, there are only two things. We could do, technically we could just do a bool, like is martial weapon, is ranged weapon. That would technically work. It's not very readable. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, we'll just do that. Bool is martial weapon. I guess is martial. Yeah, that'll do. Trying to think of a better name for that, but that does work. Bool and is melee. So in this, we need to generate a path, the same way we do with the spells. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, no, this was... Yeah, okay, never mind. We can ignore that. For now. Alright, so all weapons of type. Is there a different... Hang on, there's a... Okay, it's alright. I think I got an idea. Alright, so the route we need to take, as in the path we need to take. So it's going to be resources.items, /items/weapons. Items/weapons. I wonder, out of curiosity, is there like a... Does resources not load all search subpaths? Doesn't have any other overloads. Yeah. Hmm. I'm just curious, like, if I was to do just items.load weapons, what does that give us? I'm gonna just try that. If we do this, path, load all weapons, and then we're just gonna return new list of weapons with all weapons of type in it. Beautiful. We'll just try that. Go back to the testing. Where the hell's my testing script? Where are you? There. I was gonna say, I knew it was like right next to this. Alright. All the coin stuff is probably, let's just get that back out of the road. I don't want to delete it, because it is... I mean, we're not implementing it yet, so it's kind of useful. Alright, so, what do we need? Oh, hang on, I gotta fix this as well. Oh, that doesn't work like that, hang on. There. Hang on. Void draw coin test buttons. Oh, right. Okay. Clean bit of code. This one is mad at me because we don't have anything there to test. So, we want to load a list of weapon objects. So we're simply just going to say serialized field, list of weapon objects. And then we just want to say public void load weapons. Which is going to be D&D utilities dot what was it called again? Get weapon list. There it is. None of this matters yet, so we're just going to say true. And then we got to actually set that. Like that. Alright. Let's see if this can actually request subfolders. I don't know if it can. I didn't add a button. 2 seconds. If GUI layout dot button. Just copy it. Just copy it. Get weapons. What did I call the function? Another bloody storm coming. Load weapons. The rains are back, Racky. Alright. Now, we're just loading this folder here. I'm curious to see if it loads all subfolders. It does. That's actually so good. That helps so much, actually. See, a battle axe is in there. Yeah. Yeah, no, it loaded all different kinds. Oh, yes. Yes! Okay. This is interesting, Raki. This is interesting. This means that with this, I can simply, instead of saying bool is martial or is melee, we can just have a get weapons. There. We can have another version of get weapons that is specifically martial or so bool. Oops. I guess this is where we just do is martial. And then we'll do a third that it has is range as well. Actually, not that one. We're going to do that, and then we're going to bring in an attack range. Do we not have just like a weapon type? No, no. We're just down here where we have attack range. We're just duping that. We're just going to add another one that is weapon type, which is going to be martial, simple, or none. So we're going to use these two variables. And with that, we have the world. So we're just going to say weapon type. This is what I was initially thinking, and then I got stuck on the bool idea, and now, yeah, here we are. So we're going to say weapon type and weapon attack range. Attack range, that's the one. Weapon range. Alright, so in the way we're going to load all, is we got to manipulate this path. That is essentially all we have to do, and then this function is done. So we manipulate that path by saying none, range, melee, martial, simple. They're all spelled correctly. So we say, I guess, the add range. Wait, no, it's simple and martial first, correct? Yeah, simple and martial. Alright, so we say, if weapon type doesn't